Okay, so there we go. First video back. I'm back. Like I never left. Guys, but anyways, welcome fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time making a round here into this channel, please make yourself comfortable because I know you're going to enjoy and you're going to subscribe because what? You are loyal, you know? And if you are regular, please make sure that you like this video, show me some love in the comment section, and welcome me back. No, that's right. So today we are featuring a beautiful guest here. This is my best friend, guys. This is my best friend. You might have seen her in my video, my birthday video. Yes. She was there. Yes. So she was part of my surprise. Liar. So yeah, so Siba is here. Her name is Siba Ngalo. Please make sure that you go visit her channel. I'll write her name below. Visit her channel, like and subscribe, and watch those videos. She's got hella funny story times, guys. Yeah. Why haven't I been in your story time show? Why don't I feature in your story time?
Say, hold on. Hold your horses. There's a lot more coming.
Whoa. That ain't me.
It's her.
It's not me. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, she makes hella good story times, guys. And so many more beautiful videos. Like, I love her content.
Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, I started a channel because she didn't want to start a channel, and she was being slow. So I'm like, I'm gonna go tell our stories on YouTube while you make stuff.
Literally, guys, that's actually really how it started now. So you come on, and you were like motivating me, but that's a start.
Get the channel started.
And I was like, no. And when you started yours, Miss, I was like, you know what?
I have to. Yes.
I was motivated. Thank you, babe.
Because it's nice in the YouTube series. It does. So yeah, though we are funny, we are coming to you guys with a kind of like serious matter. Yes. And a very hard topic, but we together, we're so goofy. Like, I knew that I'll be able to do this video with someone sitting next to me and someone being her because she's gone through this, and we both laughed through it. Yeah, it's not a laughing matter, but something serious. As you can see by the title below, I have been away, guys. I've been away, not because of thanda or whatever, but because I've been struggling with mental issues, that being major depression and anxiety. But I am dealing and healing and coming back slowly. I wanted to come back strong, like I never left. I didn't want it to be serious. I wanted it to be funny. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to have fun. Yes. If I could dance, I would dance, you know, because I am breaking into myself back again, you know. So we both have different experiences with anxiety and depression. True. And we know that it's an ongoing battle, and it's something that
it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop, but you have to just coach yourself into being very, very strong in a sense of fighting, having a strong sense of fight. And we'll both talk about things that we use on a daily basis to kind of fight and be ourselves, man. So I got diagnosed, when was it? Last month. Was it a month? Yeah, it's been a month.
It's been a month.
It's been a month.
Wow.
It's been a month.
Lady, I am proud of you. What the hell? It's been a month. What the hell? Come here.
I don't stay down for too long. I don't stay down.
I'm so proud of you. What the hell?
It's been a month. I got diagnosed when I think it's been a month me dealing with this, but I got diagnosed 3 weeks ago. Yeah. So I am seeing a counselor, a therapist, and he diagnosed me with major depression and anxiety after struggling for 2 weeks, battling depressive mood swings, battling suicidal thoughts and being suicidal. But you know what God said? Not on your life.
One thing about God.
Not on my child, devil. Not on my child.
One thing about God.
Not on my child. So as you know, if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I was struggling in a sense of like getting into my rhythm and habit of doing my everyday things. For example, like living my life properly and healthily, going to work and struggling to keep up at times, and also just like using those bad feelings as an excuse to like wild out. I mean, like wild out. I think since the year started, I've only been indoors during the weekend while I was depressive.
You've been indoors while you were depressive?
Yeah, from the beginning of the year. Weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Hey,
hey! So I think I needed to slow down. My body was telling me that something is wrong after ignoring my mental, because remember, I did confess in my first video back, and then my second video, like, I was fine, I was feeling good. After I shot that video, guys, I went and got drunk. On the real, guys, I went to go have drinks. Chonga. Guys, we live different stories, but as you know, like, this is my world and I want to take them through the honest. So I have to be honest. I really have to be honest. After I shot that video, I was struggling, guys, and then one thing my brain told me, that alcohol will solve it, and alcohol didn't solve it, guys. So yeah, and it's been a wave. So after I shot that video, I thought I was gonna come back. I promised to be consistent. I promised to be healthy and happy, like all good things. Yeah, to sunny boats. Yeah, Titanic. So yeah, she knows my first suicidal attempt because she was here to help me. Bless her soul. Well, she's been through all my attempts, but like saving me, like. But we'll go through in depth with all of that at a later stage, once I feel like I'm strong enough to actually like speak in a healthier zone about it. But it was a hectic 2 weeks, guys. Please, if you are struggling with depression and it goes on for longer than a week or 3 days, I think they say, please get help, seek help, because that's also when you are most primed to get help. Like you can be kind of helped in a more faster way, and prevent the long run,
because that's the most dangerous part. Like when you are, you know, feeling that way, like for a longer period, especially 3 days in plus, it's just alarming. It's get help. Get help as soon as you can. And I understand, like from my side, I talk a lot, and I feel like I'm a very
outspoken person.
Outspoken person, yes, thank you, Mdase. But when it comes to such things, it's like, let me just keep it to myself. But don't do it. If it becomes like 3 days and you feel like, bruh, I've been feeling this way for like consistently for 3 days,
speak up.
Let me talk to someone. Even if it's your friend or whatever the case may be. Even if it's me, can you tikas? I know tikas won't mind. Like, contact us. Like, shout out, bruh. Like, bruh, I'm going through this thing. You don't even need to say, bruh, I'm going through this or whatever the case may be. Because the most important thing is not us knowing what you're going through. It's us helping you
through
whatever it is that you're going through. So if you feel like it's being consistent and you're just not going anywhere, and whatever is in your mind is like, I just want to die, talk to someone, please.
And it's very serious. Like, sometimes depression doesn't come as with a suicidal symptoms or thoughts or sometimes it's just, I'm down and I'm out, and like, being a person who's also outspoken, I never thought I'd be experiencing what I went through. Like, I probably it shocked everybody, because I'm like, if I have a problem, I don't keep it here. And that's like,
listen, remember, I don't know if you even remember, because I know you were down and out, and I was like, Ndase, no, not you helped me through the situation. You can't be doing the same thing. It's just like that, guys. It's like the most random people you can think of. It's like
the most strongest people.
Exactly.
The people that you think they're most strongest.
The people that smile every day, are happy. It's just like, hey, bro, not you, but those are the people that go through the most.
They go through the most, and because conversations happen in the head before they happen outside, guys. There's things that I purposely I'd never share, because I know that they keep me like, or they make me vulnerable. And that's me, like, not as much as I speak, you'll never catch me sleeping vulnerable. I will cry in terms of like being happy tears, or when I feel sympathy or feel sad for someone, but you will never hear me say, yo guys, this thing is killing me. Like, you'll never hear me say it. And that's wrong, because you, like I said in my previous videos, having created a wonderful circle for myself, a family, friends, church group, friendship group. I mean, I have so many YouTube, so I have so many platforms in where I created a safe space for myself, but at the same time, I wasn't trusting them enough with my vulnerable self. So I would keep my vulnerable self in my head, and those conversations kill, guys. So
because it's just like you being real with yourself when you conversate with yourself, and this is like,
but you also can be unreasonable, because that's when you're like, oh,
thank you,
I don't see me coming out of this problem. Hey guys,
that's it. You become real to a point where you just like, you're being unreasonable, but you don't get it. It's like, it's so confusing. It's like you're trying to get to this point, but you can't. And you're fighting with your own self.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. I think for the both of us in different aspects, because we both had like very different, maybe triggering things, because depression is not only caused by one thing, guys. We have traumas, past traumas, we have vulnerable triggers, or vulnerable things that we see but we never let out, that can constantly be triggered. And once you triggered, you're like, no, I can't let this eat me up, can't let this. But there'll be a day when everything comes like crashing down. So I am in counseling. I'm happy. I spoke to my parents, I spoke to my family once I felt like I was getting out of hand, because every time I would try something, it would fail, and I'd be like, okay, maybe God doesn't want me to die.
One thing about God, He will let you drink 1,000 pills,
and you won't,
baby,
and you won't die, like
baby.
You won't die.
You won't die. You won't even try to die.
There's a day he told me, whereby I told myself, okay, I am, please disclaimer, trigger warnings here. Okay, us smiling and laughing about it doesn't mean it's not serious.
Please, guys. Please.
But this is our life, bro. So the day, remember the day I was like, yo, Tommy, do you know I actually was drinking before that? And and then I came to you with a 6-pack or 4-pack. And then I sat outside your house. That day I was like, I was not gonna go home after I left your place. But we drank, and then we kind of like were tipsy, and then my mind is like, I was not gonna actually go home. I already saw my picture. I was gonna go drive a car down the cliff. So I was making myself drunk enough so I can make that like drunken decision, or like whatever. Like, but the day I came to you, and then we actually spoke for like, we were not meant to speak for hours, an hour or something, because we sat outside your gate for like an hour.
I think I was at work even.
No, not that day, Tony. Not that day.
It was after work when we went to go chill park.
That time around. Remember, I came in Ndini, imagine.
Oh yes,
somewhere, and then we sat by your house. Told me I was drinking way before Orlando. I was semi-drunk. I was semi-drunk by the time I arrived to your place. So when I came to your place, I was like, okay, no. I remember I laid down the story. No man, told me so. Told me I knew exactly where I was gonna go. But I turned the car. When I got to the stop, I was like,
I was going to be so mad at you.
I left. I turned, instead of turning right, I turned left, which is turning to my house.
Thank God.
So I parked the car. I parked the car and came into my house that day. But
I was gonna be so mad at you. Do you know that?
Mad at me, dead.
I was gonna wake you up. Like, what the hell? You came to me and you didn't say anything. So I was gonna be so mad, and I say honestly.
I came to my house the day I woke up. I was like, hey, I was meant to die.
I'm that no.
It's not a laughing matter, please. It's not a laughing matter, but thinking about it now that I'm kind of like dealing with all of these things, you kind of see that it's this stupid, unreal. I understand, you know, I hate it when people say, why did you make that stupid decision? Because at that time you don't even think it's stupid because it's the only way out of
That's
your head.
my point in that.
So I hate it when the fact that people would think that it would be stupid. But now that I'm also like, as Ndini told me, I know that it is stupid. It is stupid to want to kill yourself. Please. And we're not meaning it in an insensitive way, but it is I think what a person is trying to say when they say it's stupid, it is not within right minds. Yes. Okay, so it's not within right minds. It's not in a right. It's not. You're not doing it from a good place. You're not making that decision from a good place.
Totally agree. Yes, totally agree. Because there's been many people like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, Upaman, are you crazy? Like, what's going on in your mind? Like, I feel like it's stupid, and now when I think about it, when I'm fine, when I'm happy, I'm just like, what the hell
was I thinking?
Like, I laugh at myself, but I'm like, man, like, are you fucking crazy? Were you gonna leave your son, your motherfucking
family,
friends, your family? Are you crazy?
At that
What's
moment,
going on? But at that moment,
you don't
guys,
even think of anybody.
Nothing.
You don't even think of
Nothing.
anybody. I remember I spoke to my mom. I was cooking and I saw the knife and I was like, I'm dead ass doing this. But Jesus again, Holy Spirit in my ear was like, go tell your mom. I went straight to my mom. I told my mom, yay, Domazana, like this is, and it was the hardest thing because I came in and then my mom thought I was sick because I was like, I started crying. So she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, no, I think I'm insane. And she's like, what? And she's like, I think like I'm correct, like my I'm literally
and it's not like you don't know. That's it. You know, like you're aware, but you're not aware. Like I don't know, guys. I don't know how to explain it.
It's something that I know that depression and mental illnesses and stuff. It's a spiritual battle, man. Yes, like guys, it's beyond the brain. Yes. It's something that because if I believe if you. Thank God that we have accepted Christ in our lives, that we can experience la war whereby I want to do it, I don't want to do it. There are people without land, there are people who without land, but I want to do it, I don't want to do it. And once I'm feeling to understand, I call a mediator of no, are you sure? And I was going through that, but there were times whereby I was like, no, I'm dead as doing this. And then I'd try and then I'd fail and then be like, oh shit, yeah, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Let me go. Throw up or do something cool. Come on. So it's been a long ass month.
Yeah,
it's been a long ass month.
Probably feels like a year.
It's starting to feel like a year because there are days where I was like where I still wake up and feel my body. Like guys, depression has not left my body. I kind of know that it's not gonna leave my body, but I am hopeful that I'm gonna get over it in terms of it being like steady in my body right now. But it hasn't left my body. I still go through extreme fatigue. I still go through struggling. Guys, my sight because of anxiety is messed up. Like my guys, it's real. It's real. My right eye can literally be like blurry. It can go from okay to blurry in a second while I am driving. So, and that frustrates me. It frustrates me. I forget things. I've been struggling to do this video alone. I think I tried about 3 times to do it alone because I would be like speaking and then my brain's like
I'm not laughing because it's true.
And I feel dumb. This happens while I'm having...
You feel stupid. You like... Bro, what the hell are you doing? And on the same, like you take your phone and you just like you press play and you're like, what the hell are you doing? Like you look at yourself,
but you can even see when the brain just clicks back.
It's just like when I watched your video when you posted on WhatsApp, I'm like,
it happens, bro.
You say something and you know exactly what you want to say, guys. You say something and it's just like. Your train of thought, it just goes away. Like you don't plan it, guys. It just goes and you're just like, What's going on? What's going on?
That was...
And it's just like, come back. It does not come back.
That happened to me in middle of your conversations. So like, I feel like I'm dumb. I remember I was in an Uber. I think my number knows Zoe. And I was like, literally this thing was like, and the thanda, like, I still can't remember what we were speaking about, guys. That's how hectic it was. And I was speaking about like something that we both know, and then was like,
and you in the middle of this conversation, this is
in the middle of my sentence, like
it just like, goes away,
and so it gives me a sec. She's like, "Was Tim Chum?" I'm like, "And yes, Chum."
And it's not like you're joking. You know, no, it's lost. You completely forgot it, and it's not gonna come back. It's not, and you'll wreck. That's anxiety wanting to take over. You'll wreck your brain trying to think of it. I think we spent the whole day. It feels like it's so important. It feels like I need to be like, I understand completely. So, guys, it is real. It is something that we all go in different variations, man. In different. I won't call it sizing, but like in waves and different. Certainly, we are impacted by different things, so we should be aware of our mental health at all the time. And remember, mental health doesn't mean self-awareness. You may be self-aware, but you may be going through depression, or you may be going through symptoms that will lead up to a hectic one, where you won't be able to get out of bed for 2 weeks like I was. Okay, so. It was kind of hectic for her. Please go to her channel and share a little bit. She was in hospital, actually. She was hospitalized, guys. And I think you are an amazing person and a strong person to actually like share that part of your journey to me, because it was hectic. And I remember going to visit you, and I was like, oh my God. You know, I never, like 2 years late. Was it a year or 2 years? A year. Was it a year ago? It's a year ago.
So literally a year apart. And I was like,
it's a year ago.
The way like I also would, I thought I was gonna be hospitalized, but okay, financial issues, and I'm not on medical aid and all that fancy shit. But thank God, like God provides, man. God just provides. Like I was able to get the best help, the best doctor, PE bra from Wellness Center. I was able to, you know, like because he provides, man. Like he provides, like he makes provisions for those things, and he knew that I wanted to get better, so he was gonna give me the best, and God gave me the best, guys. And I didn't pay a cent, guys. I go to a professional doctor and I don't pay
one thing about God,
and that's on period. Guys, I'm getting the best help from the best doctor. Shout out to Dr. Stenka. But yeah, I'm also happy.
One thing about God, Ndase, he will provide.
He will provide, Tommy. Because like, I don't know, the way I remember getting like calling, hey Tommy, I remember, please guys, can we talk about this as well? As numbers, there's Sherisha when
those government numbers.
Yes. None of those things. Remember, all those numbers that we were sharing, all of those numbers that we were sharing, they don't work.
Listen, besides the fact that they don't work, I feel like they do work. It's just that they
that's it. First of all, I called the suicide line because I knew the fact that I had taken pills at that moment, and I knew that yesterday I
Listen, was that before you called me, or
that was after I called you? I tried to get my friend.
Do you know that I jumped the wall?
I know, my friend.
I will kill you.
I know, my friend.
Arms.
I know, my friend. Yeah, she went there, guys. She went there, and she stayed the whole day with me, like the whole day.
I'll try to make me. If she wants to kill herself, I'll kill her myself.
She made me drink gallons of water, but thank God I survived that. And guys, when you saw me having withdrawals, and you saw how much I want, guys.
That's it. Yo.
So please be careful, guys. Also, on that note, guys, we should seek as like speak to people. If you are in a church, involved in a church, or a member of a church, please speak to your pastors, because my pastors were also very, very extremely helpful. Shout out to my pastors, shout out to them. Shout out to But as our companies, guys, please, let's try and make sure we get the right numbers, because I doubt I doubt those numbers, and they didn't work, and it kind of hurt me, because it felt like, hey, I'm not gonna get this help, so let me just die. Like, it literally, I dialed the suicide number, and I just said, okay, they don't want, like, I said this and I dialed again, and then I went to the depression hotline, and it didn't work. I was like, man, this is God, show me this is your time.
I think that should be something that we should look
at, like,
into, like, because I even said that in the video that I was actually shooting earlier today. They say the government should look into in terms of what you were saying, Bana, like, you didn't have the finances to kind of, you know, get to physiotherapists, like psychologists and stuff like that. I feel like that should be like a free service where the government is able to, you know, provide for the whole entire country.
We have to take it seriously.
Something like, exactly.
We have to take mental health seriously.
I understand 100%. There are people who actually take advantage of depression, and let's not shy away from that. There are people who actually do take advantage of that, but I feel like
there are people who are living with it in a serious manner, whereby
people that don't they don't even know. They don't even know. And that's what I said in my first video about mental health. And I said, guys, like, I feel like there's a whole lot of people that are going through depression, but they don't even know. They don't know that, bruh, I'm actually struggling from depression. You're just struggling with your mind. You don't know what's happening. You're confused. You don't know what's happening. So I feel like the government should honestly just get to that. And now say, if we could, I don't know how, I don't know, but maybe this is just God and Jesus just planting a seed in our souls to actually try and
become those people. Become the people that we say that people need. Yes, it starts with availing ourselves. Like you said, if you need someone to talk to, I'm available, guys. Hit me up on my DMs. If I felt very comfortable enough to share my number here, I would. But if you hit me up on my DMs and you seriously want to talk, I would share my number.
Yeah, bruh. Like, I really don't mind.
Guys, literally there are people who are out there praying for you. You know, this is a part of the reason why I'm also, like, very thankful that I'm alive today, after attempting so many times to take my own life, because I knew that there are people that were intervening for me, God, when I was not even in the room, or people were praying for me. Remember, in Asa Grouping Choma, I would always say, please pray for me, guys, because I know that it's those exact prayers that were, like, interceding for me. So when I tried to do something stupid, my man would go blind.
Exactly.
And,
Thank you. And understand why.
Remember that there are true people that you can ask to pray for you, to help you, man, to hustle that help for you, guys. Even if you need funding, we'll hustle for that funding, so you can get the best help in town. I am very fortunate, like I said, that there were people who were willing to, like, offer me that help at a free service. And this is a very expensive doctor, guys. A very expensive doctor, but
love him for that.
And I say, he's my favorite man. But he's married. But
by the way,
yes, he's married. But he's like, there are people who want to do good and, like, literally give of themselves because they know they want to help, man. Like, no matter what expense, no matter what lengths they could go to, they will go for you. I know there are people who are calling me now. There are people who are messaging me all the time, checking if I'm okay. But it was good, that's because the same messages, like, it would make me feel responsible for my own life when I forgot my own responsibility.
Yeah, it makes that thing makes you feel
comfortable. But hey, there are people watching me.
Exactly.
And so we can be those people for you. Yes, and this is really coming from the bottom of my heart. And as you know, I am still struggling. We still battle on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't stop. But we are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Me sitting in front of my camera, me going back to work is an achievement that I am celebrating. Me doing YouTube again, me going out while I'm happy is very important, because that's a difference. I was going out, but I was not happy. But now I can go out of my house and I'm happy. I don't want to be locked in the house anymore. I don't want to be sheltered. I want to be in front of people. I want to have conversations, even though I'll forget. I'll feel proud of myself, you know. So as long as I enjoy, coming back to myself is a very important thing. And I wish the same for you. If you're watching this and you're struggling, please make sure that you reach out so we can help you in a little way, talk to you, maybe just like, let's grab coffee, let's chat, let's video call if you
I'll pay for your bill.
Like there's
I'll pay for your bill.
We'll go to extreme lengths to make sure you realize that you are worthy, you are loved, you are something special. If you believe in God, know that God has counted you and continues to count you, man.
Amen.
Even if you were the only person left here on earth, God will still give his son for you, and that is the most worthy stamp that you could ever wear. Despite your sins, despite anything that is holding you back, God loves you. God sees beauty in you. God sees an amazing light in you, and he wants you. Like, he literally wants you. So I gave my depression at the altar. I left it at the altar. I said, Nancy tate yako, because it does not belong to me, and this war that I'm fighting that with the devil is not mine. You will wage it and fight it for me, and because you said you have victory, you have all the victory, I know that I will also overcome. Like I said, we are overcomers here, so we will always overcome, and you will always overcome as well. So we love you.
I also want to add something, to this whole, I hate saying depression thing, but
it's a depression thing.
It's a depression thing. Most people, or most adults, if I can put it like that, we come into these certain situations when we are going through breakups. And most of the time people feel that because of Lahliyoga, because of she, because of that.
Yeah, please mention.
It's definitely not because of that. I'll tell you why. In life, when you grow up from a young age and you get into a relationship, you get married, whatever the case may be, when you are married or when you're with someone that you feel like you're going to be in a relationship with, that is where your traumas, your experiences that you've that you've come across, that is where it actually exposes
and exposed.
Yes, that is where it's exposed, Mdase. Like for me, for example, when I started going through depression, it was honestly because I was going through a breakup, and when I dealt with it and came into conclusion, like, what is making me feel this way?
It was not
because of the breakup. It was because of other things.
Yeah.
My dad was not in my life. That is why I was not feeling enough. I was not feeling like I am myself. That is why I was actually feeling depressed. So let's shy away from the fact that
relationship. She girlfriend.
Let's add on to she girlfriend. So depressed. No, guys, it's not because of that. It's only because we are becoming adults, we are in relationships. That is where we portray ourselves more,
and we become our most vulnerable.
Yes,
so you are easily, especially when you truly love.
Exactly,
your vulnerability is completely exposed, and certain things can trigger very
I want to take away that narrative from Abantu Atuntubana. No,
because a relationship. Yeah, because I think most people thought it's because of relationship now.
Why? But I understand because
we understand because that's what is in the forefront, guys.
Exactly.
That's the trickle down.
I go through a breakup and I'm just like, I'm depressed. I lost someone, but it's not because I lost that person. I'm like,
it's a disappointment. It's a disappointment.
Exactly.
You know, my therapist said it's like I'm going through multiple disappointments, and I've gone through so many disappointments from December. Thinking December, November, and these disappointments were very constant. So I, as a defense mechanism, I didn't want to disappoint myself. So when I failed in my relationship, I disappointed myself. So it was not so much about what happened in the relationship.
It's about
me.
You.
I felt, and I was like, oh my gosh, when you said that, I was like, that is so true. I disappointed myself. I failed myself in another relationship, in another thing, and that's something that is like, as you know, like I'm a very big goal-oriented person. person. I'm a very goal-oriented person. Like, so it was part of my goals to see myself married, to see myself with a person, the person I love. So experiencing another disappointment, and past traumas, as you said, and everything. So that kind of packed on itself, and I was killing myself because I could not make it right anymore. Like, I could not. My relationship became, for those who know my relationship and you're wondering why there's no more videos, because I stack off.
And Maze, like, coming back to what you said, like, it's really important to have therapy because you have someone who actually has studied
and remember, therapists have therapists themselves.
Exactly.
So that, imagine you're a therapist,
they will tell you things about yourself that you've known but you've never realized. So when they tell you, just like, I knew that.
Yeah.
And it clicks, and you're just like, oh my god, this is exactly what I've been going through. That's why I feel like therapy is like important. Like Miss Exo actually said good video, she doesn't feel like therapy is important.
I remember I watched that.
And I was like, you know what, I feel you, girl. Like, I feel you. But
the thing is, once you taste it, like most things, man, like once you experience it for yourself at a different time, at a different place, and when you are ready,
there's going to be
a thing where you literally don't want to lose it, because you know the value that it brings on your life or in your life. There are many things, listen to this, there are many things that we go through that will not make sense to us because we are the people going through them.
True.
Now, when you invite someone else, like a counselor, a therapist, a pastor, a friend, your parent, keep the people that you love dearly, because they will look at the things from you to you guys. Okay. But send a second person who does not know everything.
A
stranger. You invite them, they are able to see things, quote unquote, with the third eye, in terms of or looking at you and seeing things and kind of align them so they can make sense to you as to why they're happening, or why are you reacting, or why are you responding to different things in this way. So that is internally very helpful, because you are able to kind of restructure your thoughts and sway them a different side than what comes natural. Because remember, depression is also something that the body knows.
Yes.
Because it lives, it's in the mind,
and
it becomes used to it. You understand? So it is a first response to experiencing trauma, whereas the healthier route is the unfamiliar response, the route of going to counseling first, or seeking help immediately after experiencing this. So we have to kind of, quote unquote, fight the flesh and seek the things that are unfamiliar and most uncomfortable, so you can get that help, and run away from the things that feel comfortable, like staying in your bed, not speaking to anyone. Like keeping things in and fighting things with your own head, whereas you can get the help. And
totally agree with us.
Listen, seeking for help and asking for help or going to counseling doesn't mean that you're weak. It's a symbol of bravery.
Thank you.
It's a symbol of bravery.
It's a very
I'm so
happy that you said that.
Bravery, because
I'm so happy that you said that.
Saying things out when you're going through them is a very big step, because remember, the flesh will want to keep it in. No one understands.
Because that's one of the things that I felt. And I was like, I'm so weak for telling this shit. Like, why am I so weak? Why can't I keep it to myself and just strive? No. You are actually being weak by keeping it in.
Speaking is a symbol of
bravery. So brave.
It's actually, you going through that experience is part and parcel of how, like, I was able to go through mine and actually get help. Like, know that I need help immediately. I'm so grateful for God. I knew that I needed help.
And Sam always says, "Bana, I'm so happy that you guys are friends." Yeah. Because do you understand?
There are things that she went through it, I went through it, but she went through it first, and she kind of shows, like,
and you sought help immediately.
I knew that I needed help immediately, because I knew that if I was gonna pretend like I'm strong through this, I was going to fail miserably. So yeah, I think let's kind of cap this video here. We'll throw in another video very soon, and we'll have fun in those videos. You will see it. She will be a regular on this channel. And please show her channel love. Please go like, subscribe to her channel. She's just reached 100. We are both on 100 something. Yeah, we are making moves. So guys, please, let's, if you are still here and you've not subscribed, I will solar this makeup and cover it on you.
I'm gonna be a stripper.
I will cover it on you. So make sure that you like this video. Please comment down below, and if you think this was relevant content, make sure that you share. We love you. Please stay safe. You are loved. You are worthy. You are loved. You are worthy of everything that you desire.
Bye. Thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Is that
okay? Does it depress you?